Good morning, dear children. Let's continue lesson number 13 in English grammar, that is prepositions. In the previous classes, we have studied about the prepositions of place and prepositions of time. In today's class, we are continuing the topic prepositions of direction. Clear? And in the previous class, some of the prepositions of directions we have already discussed. The remaining we are discussing in today's class. That is over. Over. It's the preposition of direction. It indicates a movement towards the other side of an uneven surface. It indicates the movement towards the other side of an uneven surface or a higher surface, the surface which is not even. Also, it indicates a movement covering an area, any movement which is covering a particular area. Let's see the example. The boy climbed over the wall. The boy climbed over the wall. It's not an even surface, we can say. Okay, or it's a higher surface. Another example, he is known all over the world, covering an area. He is known all over the world. In the entire world, he is known. So here, all over is indicating indicating the movement covering an area, the particular area. Next is along. It indicates the movement, the parallel movement or a side-by-side movement. It indicates the parallel or side-by-side movement. For example, I am walking along the river. I am walking along the river. Suppose it's the river. I am walking along the river. It's the parallel movement or side-by-side movement. Then the next is through. It indicates a movement in a three-dimensional space, a room or building. Through. It is the movement in any room or in any building. For example, I walked through the room. Clear? In the particular area. Next is across. It indicates a movement towards another side of a flat surface. It indicates a movement towards another side of a flat surface. For example, go across the road. We know road is a flat surface. And the movement towards another side of the flat surface. Suppose, for example, this is a road. Okay, this is a road and somebody is walking here. Here we can see another side of the flat surface. For this purpose, we use the preposition across. And all these are the prepositions of directions: to, into, towards, onto, along, through, across, over. All these are the prepositions of directions. So dear children, we have studied that preposition is a word which is used before the noun or a pronoun. They are also known as structural words. Why they are known as structural words? Because they help in building the grammatical structure of the sentence, and they indicate the connection between two or more words. Usually they are placed before the noun or pronoun, and they indicate the connection between two or more words. There are three types of prepositions. The first one is prepositions of place, prepositions of time, and prepositions of direction. Now we'll study the next topic, that is position of prepositions. Clear? Dear children, what is the position of preposition in a sentence? We have already studied the prepositions are usually placed before the noun or pronoun in a sentence. Pre means before, position or means placed. Clear? Before placed. Before placed what? Before placed a noun or pronoun. That is called the prepositions. But sometimes it comes after the word which it modifies. It is not compulsory that in all the ways, in all the sentences, prepositions are taking place before noun or pronoun. Sometimes they come after the word which it modifies. Let's understand through the example. The prepositions always comes at the end of the sentence when its object is the relative pronouns. Let's see through the example. Dear children, look at this example. Here is the bag that you are looking for. Here is the bag that you are looking for. Here that is the relative pronoun and for is the preposition. What is the rule? The preposition always comes at the end when its object is the relative pronoun that. When its object is the relative pronoun that. Here is the bag that you are looking for. Looking for what? For that bag. Okay. When there is a relative pronoun that, in that case we place the preposition at the end of the sentence. Another rule is the preposition usually comes at the end when its object is an interrogative pronoun. When the object of the preposition is an interrogative pronoun, in that case also we use the preposition at the end of the sentence. Look at the example. What are you talking about? What is the preposition in this sentence? The preposition is about. Clear? The preposition is about. And what is the interrogative pronoun? Here, if we ask the question, what are you talking about? About is the preposition. About what? Here we get the object what. What is the interrogative pronoun here? It's the object of the preposition. So, the preposition usually comes at the end when its object is an interrogative pronoun. When the object of the preposition is the interrogative pronoun, in that case also we use the preposition at the end of the sentence. Now, the next rule is the preposition comes at the end when its object is a relative pronoun. Understood and not stated. When the object of the preposition is the relative pronoun, but it is not mentioned in the sentence, but it is understood. In that case also the preposition comes at the end of the sentence. This is the book I was speaking of. Of is the preposition. Here the relative pronoun, this is the book I was speaking of. Here the relative pronoun is understood but not mentioned. So prepositions usually comes before the noun or pronoun, but in some of the cases we use prepositions at the end of the sentence. First one, we use it at the end of the sentence when its object is the relative pronoun. In that case, then we use the preposition at the end when its object is the interrogative pronoun. And the third one, when its object is the relative pronoun but is not mentioned in the sentence, but it is understood. In all these three cases, we use the prepositions at the end of the sentence. I hope you understood this topic, and try to solve the exercises given on the basis of these topics. Thank you.